Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the weekly project call. Wherever you are in the world, it is, at least here, it is August 3rd, our first meeting of August. As I said, welcome. We're going to open today with Friends of Mozilla. Amanda Lee Gaffer from the Mozilla Foundation and Ro Lapine Hoffer from Mozilla Corporation become chairs of their local chapters of Tribe. Tribe is a community of some of the most high-producing, highly effective career executive assistants in the world, intent on making an impact within the administrative community. Members empower one another to grow and succeed as effective, indispensable strategic partners to the executives and teams they support. Tribe is comprised of EAs from 13 countries, and Tribe EAs have quickly become the most sought-after, coveted EAs in the game. So a big congratulations to Amanda and Ro for their chairships of Tribe. With that, we move into upcoming events and the calendar for the week. Today, Monday, August 3rd, we have the beginnings of the Firefox for Android support campaign happening. There is a link to join and RSVP in the agenda. I think we'll hear more about that when we get to our speakers. And on Wednesday, August 5th, we have the Homebrew Website Club. The Homebrew Website Club is a growing worldwide network of online weekly meetups for everyone who wants to take back their web experience from social media silos and own their online content, identities, and interactions. Homebrew Website Club happening virtually in Nottingham, London, and the US West Coast. Times and further information are available in the meeting agenda. Going to do a quick refresh to see if anything else has come on the calendar. Oh, yes, we have Saturday, August 8th. We have Indie Auth 1.1 Identity Protocol Standards session. The Indie Auth Identity Protocol Standards session is happening at Indie WebCamp pop-up. Indie Auth is the most implemented decentralized identity protocol built on top of OAuth 2.0. They're going to discuss iterating and evolving Indie Auth. Top issues, let's see, more information, RSVP, and more information is available in the agenda. We also have, I guess we don't have any this week, but traditionally we have later events and tickets that are happening more than 1 week out, potentially sponsored by our DevRel community. So keep an eye on this and upcoming agendas for that information. And with that, we move to the speaker section of our updates for today. And we open with Julia, who's got a Sumo community event for Firefox on Android to talk about. Julia?
Thank you, Asa. Hi to everyone. For me, it's evening because I'm in Berlin. I will share with you my screen and I will talk a little bit about what support Sumo is doing to support Firefox for Android. This that I'm going to show you is an example slide deck for what we're going to do with our volunteers and for the people that are joining us for this campaign. So this is mainly directed to volunteers, but I think it's a clear example of what the support team and Sumo wants to do with this release. This campaign that we're gonna run is gonna go from the 3rd of August to the 23rd of August. In the slide deck that is linked on the wiki, you're gonna find also the campaign link, and if you wanna join, we would be really happy to see you on board. Not only for looking at what our amazing community is doing, but also for joining us and maybe replying to some of the reviews we are gonna handle for this for supporting the Firefox for Android browser. So what we usually do is basically make like a welcome intro for our volunteer and basically explaining them what is a Sumo community. And then we are talking about participation guidelines. So what does it mean to be in the community and replying to reviews on the Play Store in this case. And then we set some activity goals. So just to have like a brief example of that, we usually share some of the participation guidelines that are common to all Mozilla, obviously. So you would probably know them and are usually just to be respectful and to be direct but professional. This is particularly important in this case because we're talking about the Play Store reviews. Play Store reviews are not a place in which there is like a direct chat in between volunteers and users. users usually leave a review, and our volunteers go there and talk with them and try to support their problems through replying to the reviews. But it's really difficult to do like a back and forth. So these basically values that are in the core of our participation, community participation guidelines, are basically fundamental in this case. Obviously are not tolerated any type of personal attacks. We all know that Play Store is not like the best place to be often, but in this case, yeah, we're trying to protect our community because that is really important for us. The activity goal for this campaign is to, for each volunteer and each person that joins the campaign, is to respond to 100 reviews and moderate 200 responses. It seems a lot, but from today that we launched the campaign, after the first refresh and the first intake of reviews, we already have 400 reviews ready in the queue. So as you can see, like we expect high participation, we expect high volume of reviews, and we are happy to welcome everyone who's gonna help us. This is a little sneak peek on Respond. I don't know how many of you know that, know this tool really well. This is gonna become, from this release of Firefox for Android, our official channel of support for Firefox for Android, I'm sorry. It's really important for us because it's a tool that it's been developed internally by the Sumo team. And it's a tool that enables the community to respond exclusively to Google Play Store. We expect in the future to have it also expanded to other products as well, on mobile, obviously. But this is a tool we are really proud of, and that is mainly built in this way. This is the homepage. It's really simple. On one side, you can see like there is a respond queue, and on the other side, there is a moderate queue. Usually, like this queue populates, and a person, like a volunteer or a contributor, can decide whatever it wants to respond through canned response, or go to moderate and basically select if the responses are reusable, are friendly, and set like a friendly tone for the user to be able to enjoy like the support he received. We also like usually give to our contributors a guideline to how to write a good reply and how to contribute. Why I'm showing you all of this? Because we're really happy and proud of our community, and we're happy and proud that we're going live with this strive with Firefox for Android. And we're really happy because Firefox for Android is one of the big players in this moment for Mozilla as a whole. So we are proud, but also our volunteers are proud to be. We decided to come to the Monday call and to show you all of these to make like you welcome to join us, not only to see how this campaign is developing, but also to see how our volunteers are volunteering to the campaign. So I just welcome you if you want to join us, RSVP to the campaign. We have the campaign localized in 3 locales, in German, Spanish, and English. And we're gonna go on until the 23rd of August. And yeah, I hope to see you there. You're gonna see more from us regarding communication internally. So yeah, I hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Very excited to see our Sumo community moving into the Play Store, where so many users are interacting with our technology and leaving feedback and questions. Next up, we have Nathan with the Emerging Technologies update for the week. Nathan?
Great, thank you. Yeah, I'll talk about the headlines here. So top line is the AV1 adoption is accelerating. So AV1 is the next generation royalty-free video format that Mozilla helped create, and it will be on by default in Phoenix, the new Firefox browser for Android, which is scheduled for release August 25th. This release includes the latest version of David, which is the open source AV1 decoder, and it's been specially optimized for ARM devices, so this is great. At the same time, VLC, which is a very popular free and open source cross-platform multimedia player and an integration framework, is adding support for Mozilla's own Rust-based AV1 encoder, Ravi, which is a project I work on. VLC already provides AV1 decoding using David, and now it's going to have encoding support with Ravi, and that will be deployed to hundreds of millions of users worldwide in a very soon way. And I talked this morning, I understand that's the very first Rust module that's been integrated into VLC. There's a lot of mixed reality excitement. So all the growing interest in the Mozilla Hubs experience as a way of creating these sort of shared online spaces has resulted in demand for more Hubs experiences for even larger groups of people. To help make that possible, we've just demonstrated a way to share 360-degree live streamed broadcasts from Hubs rooms to YouTube using a servo-based browser client. This allows more users to be part of more Hubs events without straining the resources of the Hubs Center. You can check out a test video of that online, excuse me. All right. Next, oh, I'm sorry, I missed one more. Also, there's a recent draft specification of the WebXR hand tracking generated a flurry of VR developer interest, and there are now implementations available in the Oculus browser as well as Firefox Reality on HoloLens 2, and developers rapidly added support for multiple popular frameworks. And then finally, Firefox has a voice, or Firefox Voice has a voice. A new major release of Firefox Voice 0.23 gives smart speaker-like text-to-speech functionality, such as it's 72 degrees and raining in Seattle, along with several other new features like play trailer for video and non-English Spotify. If you already have Firefox Voice installed, it should automatically have updated. And if not, you can download and install it from our Firefox Voice webpage. Be sure you enable the voice responses from the Firefox Voice options page.
Thank you, Nathan, for that update. Excited to see VLC adopting our implementations of encoder and decoder and shipping that to their massive worldwide audience. Next up, we have Emma of Team Firefox with the weekly Firefox update. Emma, take it away.
Thank you, Asa. Hi, everyone. I'm Emma, and I'm here with this week's Firefox update. So Firefox 79 is the current stable release. This latest version shipped last Tuesday, and among other things, delivers WebRender to more users. For more context, WebRender is replacing Gecko's compositor with one that uses the GPU to draw web content rather than the CPU. It's written in Rust, so it improves stability and performance. Firefox 80 is in the beta channel, and it will arrive to our stable release channel on August 25th, which means Firefox 81 is in the nightly channel. And over the last week, the nightly channel has received around 300 bug fixes, including these notable changes. An initial implementation of the input type search has landed in nightly behind the pref layout.forms.input type search enabled. CSS crossfade, which can be used to blend two images at a defined transparency, also landed in nightly. The CSS overflow clip has been implemented and landed in nightly. HTML inner and inner subtrees were implemented and landed in nightly. The inner attribute makes the browser ignore the element from assistive technologies, paid search, and text selection. And as I mentioned before, WebRender has been enabled for more users. And finally, the print previews modal UI is now behind the pref print.tabmodal.enabled. And with that, back to you, Asa.
Thank you for that update. I'm going to do a quick refresh to see if any other speakers have come on the agenda. It does not look like it, so we are at the conclusion of our meeting. We will see you same time, same place next week. Until then, stay safe and keep on rocking the free web.